Hello there, very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on Ideal World. This is a very special hour because we team up with Planet Cruise. And if you know who's Planet Cruise, you're going to know all about them by the end of this hour. And these are the guys to go to when it comes to getting the holiday of a lifetime. Now, because we team up with Planet Cruise, and you're going to hear all about their team, and they've all been on cruises, they know everything there is to know inside out. There will be a special number at the bottom of the screen, so be looking out for that. And of course, you can go to our website, idealworld.tv, put Planet Cruise in, and you'll see the deals that we're talking about come up on your screen. So you can get to these deals and read more information on our website. Now, in addition to that, we've got two special guests joining us. We've got Hannah, who joins us from Carnival Cruises, and we've got Richard, who joins us from Azamara Cruises, and of course from Planet Cruise, we've got Glenn. Let me introduce you to Glenn right now. Good to see you again.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I don't know if you realise this, we've got 9 cruises.
It's going to be a busy one tonight, isn't it?
You're laughing. How are we going to do 9
We'll see how we go.
cruises?
About 5 to 9 tonight. We've got to cram a lot in, so there's a lot going on.
Before we get going, maybe, is there any big news in the cruise
There
industry?
is. There's lots of stuff going on. Obviously, for those of you who weren't aware, we launched Iona. That went on sale last week. Obviously, for the inaugural cruise, that was absolute carnage. Very, very busy. The inaugural cruise is already sold out, and they're going to be doing cruising out of Southampton for 2020, Norwegian cruises for the whole year. So, beautiful ship, and that's going out of Southampton. Also very exciting, Celebrity have just announced their new ship, Apex, which is going to be the sister to the Edge, which is coming out in November in a couple of weeks, months' time. That's also going to be going out of Southampton for the start of 2020 as well. So 2 brand new ships going to be going out of Southampton of the UK, which is amazing for the product.
And so you'll get to hear lots of that through these Planet Cruise shows. Oh, and something else I know you always like to do is a little call-out. You got any call-outs you want to do tonight?
Of course, I've got some call-outs, yes, of course. Right, what have we got first of all? Victoria, I said I'd give you a call-out. You booked your P&O cruise with us. Rita phoned in and got you booked on that. I'll be booking that in the morning for you. I'm going in the office at 8 o'clock to book that for you. Don't worry. And also a big shout out to Bruce Wetnell. He always watches the show. He loves it. So I said I'd give a call out to him as well. So anyone else that's booked with me this week, thank you very much. And as I said, I'll be giving call outs throughout the next couple of months.
Now, one of the favourite lines here on Ideal World with Planet Cruise is Cunard. And you've got the opportunity to pre-register with Cunard if you want to. In fact, rather than me tell you all about it, let's get Keith to do that.
Well, hello everyone. I've got a very, very important announcement today because Cunard have just released brand new 2020 voyages. And this will allow you to explore the world in true Cunard style. And you can pre-register for these cruises today. All you need to do is call the number on the screen right now. And if you book on a Cunard fare, you'll ensure your choice of stateroom number and dining priority. You'll also receive free onboard spend, coach transfers or parking. Also, if you're a past passenger, you'll receive 5% discount on all sailings. Plus, you can add that to the Planet Cruise exclusive additional 5% discount. But wait, because that is not all. You can also secure your holiday for just a 5% deposit with us rather than a standard 15%. Now, we here at Planet Cruise operate on a price match guarantee, so we will match any price in the market. So what are you waiting for? There has never been a better time to book. These exclusive discounts are only available during this pre-registration period. So pre-register with us here at Planet Cruise today and call the number on the screen now. Remember, you dream it, we plan it.
That's great. So people can pre-register for a cruise.
Yeah, we've been doing it with P&O for the last couple of weeks, and people wanting the right cabin. They know Cunard, they know the product. They can pre-register now. They get the best deals. They get discounts. They get onboard spend as well.
Great.
So again, give us a shout and we can get it booked for you. And then when it goes live next week, we can do that. The other thing I quickly wanted to show as well is this. This is our brochure. We get a lot of these brochures coming out. This is the first one we've actually produced now for the river cruising. Really popular now as well. So you can always go to brochures@planetcruise.co.uk on our website. You can register. We'll send you the brochures you want on there. But this is the new one on there, and that's for the river cruise, and very, very popular at the moment.
Before we get on to our first deal, and again we've got 9 that we're going to be playing through, any top tips?
The top tip I just sort of want to pass on to people is I think people are so used to booking cruises last minute over the last few years. This is what people have been waiting for, last minute deals. This is not happening in the business anymore, unfortunately. Cruising is becoming so popular that, yeah, there are the odd deals out there, but really people are booking almost 12 months in advance now, and especially if you've got families, children.
Bit like your plane tickets. You buy those in advance,
yeah,
you get
and
the
you
lower
want the
price.
3 and 4 berth cabins. You are not going to get them, and of course Easter, Christmas, summer holidays now. You know, already for next summer, cruises are selling out for 3 and 4 berth cabins. So I really want to stress to people, if you want to get on a cruise, try and book it as early as you possible. And again, you can pay a deposit early and then pay it off over 12 months. Nice and easy.
Great tip. Now, as you said, there are the odd last-minute deals, and we're going to start with a last-minute deal. So this is really
so
a
to
lucky
completely
chance.
contradict what I've just said, we do have a reasonable late-minute deal for you with Oceana. Now, Oceana P&O Cruise is always very popular. I've booked it with my cruise with them for next year. We're going over to Dubai with them for the Middle East. But this is a nice one for going out in December and topping up that tan.
Well, there's a lot to learn about this particular cruise. In fact, you went on the ship.
This is going to be comedy gold. This is beautiful.
Before, rather than us sit here and tell you all about it, let's take a moment to see what a P&O ship's all about.
From the moment you step on board Oceana, you know you're in for an outstanding experience. Oceana has a distinctive style and character that makes her one of the best-loved mid-sized family ships. With lots of deck space, there's an open, luxurious, airy feel to life on board. She's the perfect ship for enjoying outdoor activities and relaxation in the sunshine. Her impressive 4-decked high atrium reveals a contemporary ship with a glass elevator, stained glass ceiling, sweeping marble staircase and trickling water features, adding to just that little bit of touch of elegance. More than 600 of the 975 cabins have outside views and 450 have balconies, which score highly for privacy with solid partitions each side and above. You can upgrade to a suite experience, giving you the personal haven to retreat, relax, indulge and of course entertain. And when it comes to dining, Oceana has the whole family covered with the elegant dining in Liguorian and Adriatic main restaurants and Café Jardin, an exceptional Italian and Mediterranean restaurant with great views. No matter what time of the day it is, if you fancy a good meal, you'll always get one on board Oceana. The self-service buffet offers high-quality dining throughout the day in a relaxed, informal environment. Some great entertainment is provided in the Footlights Theatre, where you can enjoy a cinematic experience by day and Western-style musical extravaganzas by night. You can enjoy the cocktail and club vibes in the club, spinning up-to-date tunes on the latest sound equipment. But my favourite place is here at the Winners Club, where you can enjoy a nice cold beer whilst watching the football. Children can make new friends at the Reef, the supervised children's club with a range of entertainment that has been specifically designed to appeal to different age groups. Their very own Reef Rangers have extensive experience in planning and facilitating activities for all age ranges.
I'm going to give you a top tip as well.
Yeah.
If you see a cruise you like, and this may well, £62 per person per night, come on, it's crazy. You see a cruise you like, write down the cruise ID number. See it on the blue bar there, 139346. You write down the ID number for any cruise you like. Then when you call the team,
they'll be ready.
Give them the ID number, they'll know exactly what you're talking about, the deals that we've got. Should we look at the ports of call on this one?
Yeah, as I said, really nice itinerary, this one. So this one's going out of Southampton, which is always nice. Take as much luggage as you want there. And of course, with this one, you can also do for £95 per person, you can do the holiday in Winchester if you want to stay the night before.
Yeah.
And that does your parking, transfers to the port, and of course the one-night pre-stay.
Perfect.
So this one's going to be nice. And as I said, we booked Oceana for our cruise, and I just like the way the ship is. You've got 3 days on there, and what's so nice going out this time of year, it's going to be chilly going out of Southampton, but as you start to head down to Madeira, it's going to start to warm up, which is nice. Now again, Madeira we talk about all the time. I always think Caribbean meets Europe. Beautiful island. Go for tea at Reed's, go on a tour in the morning, and try the toboggan ride if you want to do that one. Then we move on to the Canary Islands. Again, the best climate in the world, 320 days of sunshine a year. Tenerife, one of the popular islands, but this is going into the north of the island, up at Puerto de la Cruz, but you can make your way down to Mountaineer, down to Los Cristianos and Playa de las Americas. Lots to see in Tenerife. La Palma, one of the smaller islands that maybe you haven't been before, but again, you've got some different coloured, you've got the white and the black sandy beaches, nice around the port area there to go and do a bit of shopping and people watching, and of course, a trip out to the national park.
Great.
We then have the slightly windier island of Lanzarote, famous for windsurfing and kite surfing, but also maybe take a camel ride across the dunes, as you can see there with our little friends. But Lanzarote, again, another very popular destination in the Canaries. After 4 days in ports, maybe a chill-out day just to relax, and then we head back into Lisbon as we're heading back home. And Lisbon, under the 25th of April Bridge, you've also got the Christ the Redeemer statue on the left-hand side. You can try one of the yellow trams, you can go up in the glass elevator, or also the Bellum Tower as you're sailing in and out of Lisbon. Lovely, lovely sailing way to finish the cruise. And then 2 days at sea just to relax before getting ready for Christmas, heading back into Southampton with a nice suntan and hopefully very, very relaxed.
I see you had a big smile on your face when you said Christmas, but it's 14 weeks today.
It's not far. It is not far.
14 weeks. If this appeals to you, let me go through what's included with it, but it is phenomenal value for money. P&O, a classic British line, £62 per person per night, is phenomenal. So as you can see here, it is a last-minute deal. This is one of those rare opportunities. Take it if you can. 24-hour complimentary room service. That's not always free of charge on cruise ships, so that really is a nice extra that's included, and that's one of the reasons you want to go through Planet Cruise. The itinerary does differ slightly. It means they do the ports in different orders. That's all that means, but you will get to those ports of call. You can always call the team and say which date you want, and of course this is winter sunshine really. We're talking November and December this year, and you can add that one night that we talked about a little earlier in the Holiday Inn Winchester, so just give you a night to chill out before you get on there. And here are the prices. So again, depending on the date, you've only got November and December of this year, so this could be a nice way to chill out.
And you've also got on there, Paul, you've got Christmas. So if you still don't know what to do for Christmas, 17th of December, obviously going to be a little bit more expensive, but still not bad rate if you want to get away in the sun for Christmas.
Wait on you for hand and feet,
exactly.
Right? What a great way to go. And you can see so affordable, so please consider this. Now, the cruise ID number on this one is 139346. But I'm being told, apparently we've had a phone call from because you've mentioned the Iona.
Yeah.
Well, I'm being told people are calling asking about the Iona. Can we play the video? Can we play the video? We've got a video on it. We're going to play the video. And so watch this.
P&O Cruises are releasing their newest ship in 2020. So are you ready to holiday like never before? P&O Cruises Iona is a ship that makes the sea the star. On P&O Cruises Iona, it's going to all be about adventure, exploration and good times on a massive scale. So why don't you book yourself on P&O Cruises today? On select price bookings, there's 5% discount to guests who have never cruised with P&O Cruises before, or a 10% discount to P&O Cruises past guests. Plus, if you book with us here at Planet Cruise, you'll only have to pay a £1 per person deposit, and you can receive up to an additional 5% discount from us at Planet Cruise on all fare types. On top of this, you'll receive some onboard spending money or parking or coach transfers on select price bookings on holidays of 7 nights and above. She'll be sailing her maiden season in the majestic Norwegian fjords. And Iona presents a new and unique way to explore this dramatic region, bringing the great outdoors in via her glass wall grand atrium, conservatory mini suites and glass sky dome, and much more. Sky Dome will be the perfect place for relaxation and informal dining with a swimming pool, a whirlpool spa and poolside features and shaded seating areas. By night, it comes alive with aerial performances, immersive shows and great deck parties. This ship will be very popular, so you must book in today.
So I've only mentioned that at the very start of the show. Just mentioned it, and people are already calling about it. So
it's going to be sold out, I'm telling you, for the busy times of the year. The fjords is going to be great for 7-day cruising, and the ship's got so many new things on it as well. It's something a little bit different, but as I said, the inaugural's already sold out, so you want to get booking quickly.
Just call the team and say
Call
Iona.
the team, they've got all the prices there now, and they can do it for you. Not
Great. So just call the team and say Iona. Now, you may have noticed we've got another guest on the show. I'm going to grab the kids. How are you? Great to see you, Hannah.
Great to see you.
Now, Hannah, am I right in saying that you're not Planet Cruise, you are Carnival Cruises?
Yes, I've worked for Carnival Cruise Line for 13 years, and
Oh,
I
wow.
look after Planet Cruise.
Very well she does.
Yes,
She does a very good job.
So what exactly is your job at Carnival then? What do you do?
I look after travel agents like Planet Cruise and help them make sure that they're promoting us and selling us in the right way.
So you're the lady that makes sure that the travel agents know what they're telling the customers.
Exactly.
Because you've got lots of knowledge.
Yeah.
So in that case then, let me ask you, what would most people expect from Carnival? What are Carnival all about?
Carnival Cruise Line are a 4-star, fun, informal cruise line. So all of the dining is really relaxed and laid back. There's no fixed dining times. The atmosphere on board is very fun and lively.
Yeah.
And it's a great way. We are Caribbean specialists as well, so most of our ships, there are 26 of them, actually sail the Caribbean year round as well.
You have 26 ships now?
Yes,
26 ships.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Now, the one we're going to see, we've got a video that we're going to play in a few moments' time. If I'm right, this is brand new. This is new this year?
Brand new Carnival Horizon, launched in April of this year. Sister ship to Carnival Vista, which launched in 2016, which I know you travelled on yourself.
I travelled with the family, absolutely brilliant.
And travelled with the family.
If you travel on it, you can give your feedback, and I must admit, I'd never travelled on a Carnival ship before. Absolutely wonderful, the Vista, and I'm so glad.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to. This is back some years, but I was on the Holiday, the Jubilee, just amazing ships. I always think of it as being a little bit like Las Vegas at sea. I love them, absolutely love them. In fact, let's take a moment to see that brand new ship. Jade from Planet Cruise was lucky enough to go on board.
Carnival's ship, the Horizon, is the newest ship to join Carnival Cruises' cutting-edge Vista class. The Horizon presents many opportunities for fun-filled cruising. Life on board is fun for all and all for fun, with something new and exciting around every corner. So let's explore the Carnival Horizon. Carnival Horizon staterooms and suites come in a range of shapes and sizes with a selection of benefits to suit all types of wants and needs. Foodies, bring your friends. Carnival Horizon's onboard dining spots offer palate-pleasing choices for everyone to savour. On board the Horizon, you'll never find yourself in need of thirst quenching, with over 8 places to get a beverage from, including coffees, cocktails and craft beers. When it comes to keeping you entertained, the Horizon has a huge range of activities to make sure the whole family are never bored. On Carnival Horizon, the Serenity Adult Only Retreat is a place to relax in complete peace. The Sports Square on Carnival Horizon is where the taking part that's the big fun. Explore the Sky Ride by strapping in and zipping safely around the 2-lane bike course suspended high above the deck. Whether you're all action all the time or chill to the core, everybody needs a chance to take it easy. And nobody will find an easier spot than Cloud9 Spa on board Carnival Horizon. If you're worried about being surrounded by all of this incredible food and endless relaxing opportunities taking its toll on you, worry no more, as Horizon has a state-of-the-art gym on board. Splash into some big fun at the Dr. Seuss Waterworks, only on board Carnival Horizon. If you're looking for something a little bit calmer, visit the Build-A-Bear workshop at sea and create a souvenir none of you will forget.
Now, having worked on cruise ships myself for a number of years, I expected to see restaurants, bars, swimming pools and things. But what was the cycling thing and an IMAX cinema?
So on board Carnival Horizon, again the sister ship Vista does have the Sky Ride too. It's a bike track that's 180 foot suspended above sea level. On a 900-foot track, so you can actually race your friends on the,
that's what you need
on
on
the
a ship.
Sky Ride.
So
Yeah.
You're pedalling, but you're actually hanging
over
the
the,
quicker
yeah.
the quicker you pedal, the
It's
faster the ship
fantastic.
goes.
That is crazy, though, isn't it? That is crazy. And IMAX theatre, it's like a 3D cinema, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so we've got IMAX on board, IMAX Theatre on board, which there is a slight additional charge for that, but we do show the latest Hollywood blockbusters in there, so anything that's actually on land and has been released is going to be available on board Carnival
up-to-date
Horizon
movies
as
on
well.
board.
And the other thing I like, they've got the brewery. They've got their own
brewery.
brewery.
What do you mean?
Brew their own beer.
Yeah.
Making their own beer on board?
Yeah,
That is
so
crazy.
we actually brew 4 different types of beer on board Carnival Horizon, and you can actually do a brewery tour on board as well, try all the different types of beer.
That'd be a tough
And
one.
that's served across across the fleet.
I'm shaking my head in disbelief.
Yeah.
Now, listen, a quick question before we get going, because I know we're going to cover the Eastern Caribbean itinerary, but I'm right in saying for £500 more, we can add the Western itinerary or we can add the Southern itinerary.
Absolutely. So Carnival Horizon is out of Miami. She does 8 and 6 night durations, doing Eastern, Western, and then Southern Caribbean. So actually, there's lots of different options as well as the one we're going to show today.
Great. So, Glenn, should we go through the...
Yeah, let's go through it. So it's
yeah.
a nice itinerary as well. So we're going to
This
fly.
is the Eastern itinerary.
So yeah, we're going to fly people into Miami. We give them one night. Again, I always say it with Miami, Fort Lauderdale, those sort of places. If you've got the time to do it, extend it for a couple of days because it is fantastic down on South Beach. We'll get you a hotel down there. Then you get obviously onto the ship, and this is just based on the 8-night cruise on here. So always nice to have a chill out, relaxing day, maybe to get over that jet lag and just experience the ship. Then we go down to some really fun islands. So you've got Grand Turk to start with snorkeling, of course, rum tasting. Down into the Turks and Caicos. You've also got Stingray City, so loads and loads of things to do there. Beautiful beaches as well, a nice place to relax. Then we're going to San Juan. Now, San Juan's becoming really, really popular now. You've got the old city there, so you can do walking tours there. You can take trips over to the deserted islands. You've also got catamaran trips. You've also got hikes, depending on what you want to do. Or again, if you've been busy and you want to relax, go down to the beach area. St Kitts, always popular with the cruise ships. You've got the St Kitts Railway. You can take a trip over to Nevis on the catamaran, go and play golf at the golf club there, which is what we used to do. Lots of stuff to do there. And then over to the Dutch and French island of St Martin. Very, very popular with the guests and the crew. Good for shopping. Taking trips out, again, catamaran trips. You can go over to the French side
and experience Marigot, then come back into the Dutch side where the ship is docked. You've got a shuttle ferry that takes you over to the beaches. St Martin is always bustling with the cruise ships in there.
The aeroplane beach there as well, where you can actually go and see the aeroplanes taking off
yeah,
and landing
aeroplane
as well.
beach is still famous over there.
Feels like
really
it's
famous.
20 feet above you.
Exactly, you can touch it.
Yeah.
And then again, what's nice about this one, 2 days at sea just to relax, experience before your flight home, and then again from there you're getting off into Miami and then you're flying back home. So really nice itinerary, but as we've mentioned before, you can tag on an extra cruise if you wanted to.
Yeah, and in fact you can even include more time in Miami, or you could go to New York if you wanted to as well. Let's go through what's included. So lots of options on this one. Write down that item number, that's the first thing. The ID number, cruise ID number is 181999.
998.
Oh, 998, is it? 998. So if you're thinking, oh yeah, there it goes. You get 181998. So you've got the Planet Cruise TV show exclusive, free social Wi-Fi included. So you get Wi-Fi on board and you get onto all your social media. You know, if you want to get onto Facebook, you want to get onto Instagram, things like that. That's included. That's worth $32. You've got the 4-star hotel in Miami, and of course you can make that longer stay. You can go to New York if you prefer. There you go. Look, upgrade to a Miami beach for £100 per person, or you can go to New York City for £300, £350 per person. And you can add on a back-to-back cruise for you've got to add on the extra cruise. Another cruise just for £500. Come on, you've got to do that. And of course, it's not the same cruise again because that was the Eastern, but we've got the Western and the Southern to consider as well. And of course, that does include your return flights. Transfers aren't included, but they can be added if you ask the team. So let's go through the pricing on this. Look how extraordinary value for money this is. A trip like this for under £88 per person per night.
If you look at those dates on there, Paul, you've got October, which obviously, you know, that's a phenomenal price, but obviously it's going in about a month's time. But if you want to leave it, even if you go a sort of March time, look, 1,049, even upgrading to the balcony at 1,329, 1,399, really, really good prices. 25th of Jan there for a balcony, 1,199. You won't get a better price down to the Caribbean for that time of year.
Write down that ID number. Brilliant opportunity. And again, these deals that we're going through, you can see on our website, idworld.tv, and just put Planet Cruise into our search engine. It'll take you through to it. Or of course, go to planetcruise.com as well. So I'm going to take a moment to say thank you to Hannah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Lots of information, and
Lovely.
clearly that's going to be very, very popular at prices like that. But we've got to move on to our next cruise because we've got so much to share with you. So we're going to be talking about Norwegian Cruise Line right now. Let's take a moment to see what you can expect.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb, or gluten-free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile with dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities, and balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition.
Here's a nice thing to bear in mind on this particular one. One, the itinerary is phenomenal.
Yep.
I'm talking phenomenal, some of my favourite Greek ports. But on some of the dates available to you, and there are lots available on this one for next year, you can get a free upgrade from inside to outside on selected dates. So call the team if you're saying, I want to get the free upgrade, ask them what dates are available and make sure you get that. But come on, let's get to these ports because this is a phenomenal item.
Yeah, I think you know, you've got your Western Med and your Eastern Med. Western Med is always popular with your Romes and Naples and Florence, but I personally I do prefer the Eastern Med. That's where we're going next year, and as I said, I cruised out there for a couple of years. And what's so nice about this one, this itinerary has got Santorini, Mykonos and Kefalonia on most of the dates. Now, when you've got those 3 ports of call, they are like hotcakes. They sell so quickly because they're 3 of the islands that people want to go. But obviously with this one, really, really nice, you're going to fly into Venice. Now, we've based this on a 7-night Greek cruise. Now, what I would suggest, if you haven't done it before, we can top and tail it. We can stick a 2-night at the start or a 2-night at the end in Venice. And again, if you've not been there before, beautiful to go into Venice and experience a couple of days there. So we can do that for you. Yeah. Then we move on to these stunning, stunning ports of call. Now, Cortor is becoming very, very popular at the moment. And again, it's a stunning place. Montenegro is probably a place that many haven't gone to before. But this is the sailing. Look at the mountains as you're sailing. You've got the old town there. You could take a Cortor cruise, which is beautiful. This whole part of the world at the moment is becoming the must place to go and see. If you're looking at all the magazines and where the famous people are travelling this year, Mykonos, Dubrovnik, Adriatic is where they're going, and you can see why. So Cortor is going to be your first stop in Montenegro. Then we head down into Corfu, a popular destination with the ships. And again, with this one, you could take a full-day cruise over. You can go and see the fortress. Very, very popular as well if you want a bit of culture into the Achillean Palace. That's always really, really popular. But all of this itinerary where the sun is shining, the views, stunning location. And what we used to do in Corfu is go out in the morning and then maybe find one of the local tavernas, a bit of meze in the afternoon, a couple of glasses of ouzo, and then who cares what's going on in the evening. That's what I say. From there we go on to, I think, probably one of the best ports of call anywhere in the world.
Absolutely,
and the sailing into Santorini.
Absolutely agree.
I'm trying to take Hells there. I want to take her there for a weekend. She's never been, and I can't stress how nice Santorini is.
That photo there, look, whenever they show you pictures of Santorini, this is the view you see.
You can't dock in Santorini. Everything will be a tender there. You're in the caldera, the former volcano, and as you dock there, you've got Oia and you've got Fira. Now we go into Fira. Now you can the tours will take you one way, and then you can go up on the cable car. But what you want to do is go to Oia, which is this part here with the blue dome buildings. This is what Santorini's famous for. And again, you'll marvel at all the buildings into the rock face there. You'll make your way back into the afternoon, spend the afternoon in Fira, and again, just imagine sitting there, glass of wine. Now you need a glass of wine because the only other way to get down the mountain is one, the cable car, or a donkey. Yeah. And if you're going to go on the donkey, make sure you've had a glass of wine.
I've done it. You get a free gift with the donkey. Yeah. And it stays with you for about 4 weeks. You can get a cream for it.
Yeah, exactly. Then we move on to Mykonos. Now, Mykonos, again, is, along with Dubrovnik, is the buzz place this year. All the famous people are going out there. Again, we dock into Mykonos, normally just around that bay area there. Famous for its windmills, that's what it's famous for. Yeah. Shirley Valentine was filmed. But again, what we tend to do there, a lot of the beaches are phenomenal if you can take a car hire out for the day. But if not, spend time in the town there. These are the little tavernas around the area. And again, a stunning part of the world.
Great go-kart in there as well.
Yeah. Then we go down into Captain Corelli's Mandolin. This is where this was filmed in Kefalonia, another beautiful island. And a trip over to the Melissina Caves are definitely worth going to, or even Nitros Bay is another beautiful place. But Kefalonia, Mykonos, Santorini, I cannot stress how fantastic they are. Then to finish it off, we go into Dubrovnik, which is the place to be this year. It's where Mamma Mia 2 was filmed. It's where a lot of the famous people are going to. Again, it's the walled city. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's been refurbished, of course, since the Troubles back in the 90s. And again, wandering around Dubrovnik, around the walled city, you could spend a week there, and it's a wonderful place to start. And then from there, back into Venice. I've not seen an itinerary for the Adriatic this good before, and with Venice, Dubrovnik, Corfu, Mykonos, Santorini, Kefalonia, wonderful, and the prices are really, really good.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can have 2 nights in Venice for just £149, so it's brilliant value for money. In fact, let me go through the includes for you. Write down the item number, or ID number, cruise ID number on this, 166422, 166422. So premium, all-inclusive cruise with drinks, tips and Wi-Fi included. That's a great head start. Free up to $500 on board spend, and that could be for on excursions and things of that nature, wine, whatever it may be that you're after. You can have those 2 nights on, as you can see, for £149 per person. Return flights from London. And by the way, if you ever want, all overseas transfers are included, but if you want to fly from different ports or information about different airports, call and talk to the team. They're experts. They're waiting there to make this your bespoke holiday. Free inside to outside cabin upgrades on selected sailings. So again, call the team, have a chat with them.
That's a really, really nice one. And again, Norwegian is a great line with the all-inclusive drinks as well. Really, really good.
And there's some of your prices that you can consider. Don't miss out on this. It really is brilliant value for money. Can we just go through the drinks? So we can show everyone what the premium all-inclusive drinks package is all about. As you can see, it is for adults. There's a wide choice, premium beverages. That's spirits as well as beers and wines by the glass and cocktails even. Drinks there for the kids as well. Service charge and all tips related are included. Selected Lavazza coffees, we're talking specialty coffees in there, and 60 minutes of free Wi-Fi per person on board as well. Now there's also, I wonder if I can get you to talk about this, Glenn, there's a luxury deal on a river cruise. Is it Viking? Is it Viking?
So again, we feature a lot of our river cruises, and obviously people see the prices of river cruise. This is a really, really good one. Now we featured this one today because it's something people can get prepared for. It's about 18 months away. Goes on the 5th of April 2020. The ID is 190665 and it's on Viking River. Now, the Douro is always a really, really popular river to go on. And again, with this one, the price on here is phenomenal. It's starting from 1745 per person, which, again, if you look at Viking River, that is a really, really good price.
And isn't there an instalment system available?
Yeah, so basically we're doing on here a £1 deposit today, and that will get that reserved. And then what you can then do, and we do it with nearly all of our cruises now, you can set up a direct debit system. So you can pay our cruises off over 3, 6, 9, 12 payments.
Brilliant.
And pay it off. So you're not getting that big bill just before you go on holiday.
Yeah.
Now, again, you've got 2 nights first-class hotel stay in Lisbon on this included. House wine, beer, soft drinks with lunch and dinner. And, of course, return flights based on London. We can look at regional airports for you, plus overseas transport. But if you want to try a river cruise, Viking is probably the most famous one of the lot, and that is a great deal there on the Douro.
If that grabs your attention, ID on that one is 190665. Call the team and they can answer any questions you might have. Now, I want to take a moment to introduce you to another guest. We've got Richard joining us today from Azamara Cruises, one of the top-line cruises. Richard, great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Not at all.
Didn't we work together?
Hello, mate. How are you, bud?
Yeah,
Some years ago, wasn't it? We
3 or 4 now, yeah.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, great to have you back.
Thank you. I'm still recovering from your bombshell of only 14 weeks till Christmas Day.
Listen, before we get going, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at Azamara, and then tell us about the cruise line.
So I run the UK business, so I'm the managing director for the UK.
Wow.
And Azamara is a flourishing small boutique luxury cruise brand owned by Royal Caribbean.
In fact, we've got a video, so rather than just talk about it, let's take a moment to see some images, and perhaps you can tell us what we're seeing.
Yeah, of course. As I said, we're owned by Royal Caribbean. We are small cruising, 700 guests per ship, and for us it's about destination. So we have more overnights and late night stays in port than any cruise line. Wow. And we've got 3 ships, Azamara Pursuit, Azamara Quest, Azamara Journey. They're all absolutely identical. And we've refurbished them all in the last 2 years to a really high standard. So every single public space, every single stateroom looks brand new. And actually, Azamara Pursuit, which your viewers may have known as P&O Zidonia, it looks fundamentally different now. But that's got a few things that are slightly different as well. So we don't have a casino. We've removed the casino there because we're in port so much and created a destination space called the Den. But as you can see from the video, it's a lovely informal product. There's no black tie dining. We go the opposite way and have a white night. Everything's included, all the gratuities, because Brits don't like to tip. And it's true.
You don't have to be so blunt.
But it's true.
It's true, though.
And you just don't have to. It's worry-free cruising, slow cruising, and we deliver you bucket list holidays, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight.
And now it's become Sean's
cruise line. Sean, who's our regular presenter on Planet Cruise. This is his favourite line now.
Yeah,
favourite line.
He loves it.
He did have another favourite before, but he's definitely switched to
I think
Azamara.
from our clients that we speak to anyway as well, a lot of them have come from the big cruise lines and they're great, but some people don't want, especially if they haven't got the kids with them, they don't want the rock climbing, the surfing, they just want a relaxed boutique hotel, relaxed, chilled out, and then of course 650 people getting on and off a ship makes it a lot easier.
Of course it does.
Yeah,
of course it does.
Now this is an epic, I'm going to use the word epic itinerary. I was lucky enough to cruise Alaska twice, working, I wasn't on holiday, I was working, I was a cruise director on board, and this itinerary is phenomenal. So let's take a moment to start to go through that, because you get a lot for your money here.
Yeah, I mean, what I like is that Planet Cruise have, they're a great partner to work with, and they take the hassle out of organising a bucket list holiday, and it starts in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And what's great about when we do Alaska is that when we're in Vancouver, no other no other cruise ship is.
Oh,
So the
right.
port itself is actually just.
And we get 3
just
days at the
Azamara.
end as well, don't we?
That's right.
So we'll cover Vancouver shortly. Seattle, one of my favourite cities in the world.
Yeah, well, the key thing about this is that there is no other cruise line in 2019 that allows you to get on in Vancouver and then go to Seattle as a port of call.
Incredible.
So you can go and do an overnight in Seattle, and it's the home of Starbucks and whatever else.
Starbucks,
right?
and of course you've got obviously the Pikes Place Market, you've got
Yeah.
Space Needle to go and visit as well, loads of stuff, bustling. Absolutely
Exactly.
bustling.
Yeah, it is a fabulous city. I was lucky enough to be there last year. I'm working out there in a few weeks' time. If you've never been to Seattle, this is a great way to see it. But of course, then you've got the ship. You've got a 10-night cruise to enjoy as well.
Yeah, so you start with your overnight anyway, and obviously you use the ship as the hotel, and then from there you have relaxing days, and then you start on your Alaska cruise. Now, Alaska is different to anywhere in the world, and again, with this one, the scenery is obviously the selling point on here.
Yeah.
The ports of call you go down to is quite a regular sort of cruise that we do with a lot of Alaska ports, but we go down into Ketchikan, and again, you've got the misty fjords, which are beautiful, and depending on what time of year you go, again, you'll still have snow-capped mountains, but it's going to be beautiful and
Lots of
green.
wildlife
Of
out
course,
there.
the wildlife as well. You've got the totem poles, and as you make your way down, we go down into Juneau, and you've got you can do a helicopter tour, of course, whale watching. You've also got the Maidenhaul Glacier, and of course, as you're travelling through Alaska, you'll see, of course, the huge glaciers. That's the Maidenhaul Glacier there, which is stunning. And again,
I'm not sure enough. But we took one of the tours and we flew up there with the wife and I. So I took her up the inside passage. She loved it. And then we landed on a glacier, and with ropes climbing down.
climbing up it. Yeah.
What do they call that? Like scaling down. It was phenomenal.
And
You've got to do
it is somewhere, as I said, like nowhere else in the world.
Abseiling, I think.
And what's nice about it being with obviously Azamara is because they're a smaller ship. Obviously, it's more sort of bespoke tours.
Yeah, and easy to get on and off.
Yeah.
So you haven't got big queues for buses and
Yeah.
things like that. It's easy.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
so
don't feel like a number. You feel
Then we
like
head down into the
Correct.
Gold Rush area, we come down into Skagway, you've got the White Pass Summit, you've got the Fraser Valley there as well. And as we make our way down into Sitka, we've also got the Raptor Centre and more totem poles, plenty of totem poles out there. And what's great, of course, this is bear country as well, so keep your eyes peeled for the bears. Which
Pretty
are
common
always-
to see them actually from the
It
ships.
is,
Yeah.
it is, yeah, so keep your eyes peeled on there. Then we go down for a day at sea, then into Vancouver Island, and from there we're going to make our way, obviously, to see things like, again, more whale watching, you've got zip lining, and famous out in Canada when I was there back in May for the craft beers. So if you like the beers, they're slightly different to what you
Yeah,
get back at
yeah.
home. They're really, really good as well. But as I said, so nice to go and see Alaska, and then from there, you head back onto a beautiful ship and just sail down.
This is what's incredible. It's a great itinerary already, but then we've got a brilliant part that joins the end of this.
You have. So we're then going to go down into Vancouver. Now, we were there before we joined the Rocky in May, and again, Vancouver's got so much to offer, and I can't state it's a beautiful, beautiful city. And again, the level of service, the restaurants, the bars are so good, but you've got Butcher Gardens, you've got the Capilano Bridge, which is definitely worth a visit. Stanley Park, you can go down to the bustling gas town where all the restaurants, bars and marketplaces. And we also did the Fly Over Canada, which is a ride that you do on the pier area, and you can actually fly over the whole of Canada in a simulated 3D,
Wow.
which is very, very good. Now, from there, after your 3 days, you've got one of my highlights, which is the Rocky. Now, as I said,
You've done this, haven't you?
I was fortunate enough to do this in sort of May time, and again, I can't stress how good it was. It is a bucket list thing to do. Imagine doing all of the cruise and everything, and then you've still got the Rocky Mountaineer to top it off with.
And 70% of people that go on a cruise in Alaska go on the Rocky Mountain.
Yeah.
So it's a sort of a natural kind of coupling, if you like. But the key thing with this holiday, in my view, is that because there's only so many departures of Rocky Mountaineer and there's only so much hotel space, Alaska gets really booked up really quickly.
Yeah.
So don't leave this to January 19 to book because you'll miss out.
Of course.
And if you've got certain dates that you can only take, so, you know, Planet have done an amazing job of packaging it all up, and this is a bucket list kind of holiday. So you don't want to miss out on that.
Here's another top tip. We're talking silver leaf, but I would recommend you go gold leaf.
Yeah,
For extra £450, it's a bucket list trip, and instead of just having the glass dome, you get bi-level.
The only way I can describe it on there is going premium to then business class. That's the way you're saying it for £450. The food, you go down to the restaurant, and the service is exceptional, whatever you have.
Oh, this is your trip.
This
is your trip.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's me there. But it was a wonderful experience, and again, the service on there is second to none. I can't stress how good it is. Again, go on YouTube, look at videos, look at what you need to see. But again, if you're going to do Rocky, it's like going to see your favourite West End show, saving up forever and sitting behind a post or having the best seats. If you're going to do Rocky, please go gold leaf.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And Azamara is also going to include $200 of
Which is
onboard credit on
exclusive,
this,
isn't it?
exclusive for you guys. So, you know, just allows you to pay for that shore excursion or
Yeah.
that spa
Trip to the
treatment on
spa,
board, whatever it
exactly.
might be.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I
don't
mean, this has
forget
got
that.
everything, and as I said, this is a bucket list trip. You know, you've got Vancouver, you've got Azamara, you've got Alaska, and you've got the Rocky. What more do you want?
And that price is for an inside, but for $1,000 more, you can be in the entry-level suite.
Yeah.
And for a bucket list holiday, you want a window and you want to see
Yeah.
you want to see it all, right?
Exactly.
So I would say upgrade and do that.
Yeah, I mean, even the rooms, you've got the inside, the ocean views, but as I said, if you can go up to the veranda cabins on there, it's definitely worth it.
Well, as we said, Planet Cruise, and this is the reason why you want to book through Planet Cruise. You've got that exclusive $200 onboard spend per booking, 2-day Rocky Mountaineer journey, that's that train journey. You've got the 4-night hotel stay in Vancouver, so a night at the start, 3 nights at the end. You've got the 10-night cruising aboard the Azamara Quest with drinks and tips included. You can upgrade to the Gold Leaf, which I highly recommend for just £450 per person. And of course your return flights are included, plus all your overseas transfers as well. ID on that one is 18749.
You've also got on there, Paul, as well, 1-night stays in Kamloops and Banff included on that through
Fantastic,
the Rocky.
isn't it? Brilliant, brilliant value for money. Let's just show you some of those prices. You can see those clearly stated there. I've got June and July available for you next year. Hey, Richard, let me take the opportunity to say thank you. Great to see you again.
Not at all.
Really
Thanks,
appreciate
pleasure,
it.
mate. Good to see you.
Just stay with us for a moment.
Of course.
I also want to mention too that Planet Cruise are a top agent with Azamara. They're also a top agent with our next cruise line, which is Royal Caribbean International. So Glenn, once again, was lucky enough to go on board. Let's take a moment to see the video.
One of Royal Caribbean's Voyager-class ships, Navigator of the Seas boasts exceptional features from bow to stern. With a vast array of dining options, places to socialise and entertainment, one thing's for certain, there's something for the whole family here on Navigator of the Seas. The first decision you're going to have to make on Navigator is where to eat first. Now, whether you're a fan of traditional fine dining or the main dining room, or you prefer the relaxed casual atmosphere of the Windjammer buffet, there's a taste sensation to suit everyone's palate. For a touch of American nostalgia, why not head to Johnny Rockets, where you can find American classics like burgers, hot dogs, all served up in a 50s themed diner. If you're a steak lover though, Chops Grill is definitely your next stop. And if your taste lies further east, you can always dine here in Azumi, where sushi, izayaki dishes and chilled sake all served up in this beautiful, stylish venue. During the day on board, a host of activities await you. You can do anything from mini golf to climbing a rock wall. But did you ever think you could learn to surf on board a cruise ship? Well, now's your chance with the Flow Rider Surf Simulator. If that water is moving a bit fast for you, then check out a variety of pools on board. Or better still, if you prefer your water frozen, then how about hitting the old ice skating rink? If taking to the ice wasn't for you, then how about sitting back and watching the pros do it instead? Head along here to Studio B, where you can watch the glitz and glamour of the ice skaters as they amaze you with their skills. Love the glamour but prefer the action on stage? Then the next stop for you is the Metropolis Theatre. Here you can sit back and relax and take in Broadway-style shows and family favourites. If socialising is more your thing, then there are plenty of bars and lounges on board. Chill out in style with a fine cognac in the plush surroundings of the Connoisseur Club, or enjoy a pint at your local at the Crown and Kettle. But if wine is your thing, then here at Vintage Wine Bar is definitely for you, with to taste your way around a selection of fantastic wines. When it comes to picking your stateroom, you aren't short on options. From spacious interiors, some of which come with virtual balconies, but if you want a little more outdoor space, then grab yourself a balcony. If something a little bit more luxurious is your thing, then a royal or grand suite will give you extra living space, a bath, and of course, access to your own concierge service.
One of my favourite lines.
The issue is, there's not been enough videos of me on ships today.
I'm sitting there watching them all thinking, he's got such a great job.
Someone's got to do it, haven't they?
Listen, the Royal Caribbean are great for families. Again, you guys are top agents.
Yeah, top agents on there. And I think, you know, with Royal Caribbean, they are the product for families, I would say that, you know, again, depending on when you want to go. And I think if you've never experienced one and you want to see it, I don't think you can ever explain to someone what's Royal Caribbean with rock climbing and surfing and ice skating. People can't believe that's on a cruise line, but it is. And I think Royal Caribbean are sort of second to none. If you want to try it, this is a great opportunity. We've got a good lead-in price on this one, but we've also got one, I think, for the 24th of August. So again, if you're not sure what to do for the summer holidays and you're still undecided, this is going to be a great price, and it's got the drinks package.
And just a all-inclusive drinks package, and just £1 is your deposit. Let's have a look at the itinerary. A nice, simple itinerary in this particular case.
Yeah, so it's a nice 7-day cruise. So again, you can do your holiday in Winchester the night before if you want to extend your stay. Going from Southampton, pack what you want. But this is going to head down to Vigo first of all, down into Spain. And from this one, we should just go off in Vigo and wander around the streets there, go into the tapas bars, have a glass of wine, relax. But you can make your trip over there to Santiago de Compostela, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Beautiful coastlines there, maybe take a tour inland, however you want to do that. And of course they've got the wine tours and the tapas tours, which are really nice. We then go down to Gijón, we're down into Spain as well, and that's into hidden Spain. You've got Oviedo, you've got the Cathedral, San Salada, and of course Plaza Mayor. But again, an old style port area to go and wander and meander, and of course you've got the plaza there as well to stroll along. We then have a relaxing day, and then from then we go back into Le Havre as we head back into France. And again, you can take a trip to Paris if you want to. I know you guys have just come back as a family from Paris. See the Louvre, you can go to Eiffel Tower, of course you can go Champs-Élysées, wherever you want to go there. Other trips you can do, you can go off to Rouen, you can go to Honfleur, which I do recommend, that's beautiful over there, or just wander around Le Havre. Le Havre's okay, it's got stuff there, but I would also suggest going a little bit further afield.
Let me put it into perspective what brilliant value for money this is. As you just said, we've been to Paris recently.
Yeah.
And I'm not showing off, it was £300 a night for dinner.
Yeah.
£300 a night for dinner. Your meals are all included, and you get to go for 6 nights, and it's £759. It's phenomenal.
Really good value. And then from there back into Southampton. It's a nice cruise. And for those people that have never experienced a cruise before, look at that, $759 lead-in price based on 2 people sharing. But as I said, we will have a slide there for an August one as well.
Now let's go through the value for money here, because it is phenomenal. Please bear in mind you've got the all-inclusive drinks package included.
That drinks package is $65 per person per day. That's included in the price. So
come on, it's phenomenal. And that's, again, why you want to go Planet Cruise. So you might say, oh, we can go direct to go Planet Cruise because they can make the trip bespoke, they can take care of all the bits and pieces. You've got the exclusive deposit for just £1. £1 per person. So you can call them right now if you want to. Write down the phone number. Write down the phone number because we are getting towards the end of the show now. Write down the phone number. That won't be back on the screen after this show. Planet Cruise exclusive deposits. Ship and itineraries do differ slightly. Generally, that means that the order that you do those ports of call in can change. And of course, you can have that night in the Holiday Inn in Winchester for just £95 per person. But that includes your breakfast parking and your port transfer. Yep. So great value for money. Cruise ID on that one is 173269. And you can see the pricing.
So as I said, you look at the 5th of October, that's a nice time, that's a great price. But again, 24th of August, those prices, I am promising you, will only go up. And also, if you have a look on that as well, you've got an 869 on the 5th of October for a balcony. Really, really good value.
Let me just show you what you get for the drinks package, because you might be saying $65, that's included. So it doesn't matter if you're thinking spirits, beers or wines, that's all done. Can we show off this last-minute deal with the Far East? Because I know, look at this itinerary.
So this is a last minute. For those of you not sure what to do next month and you're a bit bored at home, why not go out to Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand for less than £1,000? And people say, well, we got the flight on top of that. No, you haven't. The flight's included. So this one is going to give you flights over from the UK. It's going to give you a 3-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Singapore. If you want to extend it longer, we can do that for you. If you want to shorten it, we can do that as well. Gardens by the Bay is what's seen in the background there. That's like stepping into an Avatar set. That is amazing. People have been to the Eden Project and things like that. Very, very similar. You've got tips on board are going to be included in that price. And as I said, return flights from London, the guys can let you know supplements if we're looking at Manchester, Birmingham or around the country. 187124, it's going to Kuala Lumpur, it's also going into Phuket and Singapore. It's a 5-day cruise, a 9-night package with the stays in Singapore. You will not see anything cheaper to that part of the world. I did that itinerary for 2 years. I personally recommend it to you. The other thing you've just been informed as well, if you want to upgrade and you want to treat yourself, really splash out for £160 extra, you can have a balcony, 1099. Great. Flights, everything. Well, ID number on that one is 187124. Write it down because you won't get to see it again. 187124. Now we're going to move on to our last big deal. This is my sister's favourite cruise line. My sister was a dancer on the cruise ship, so she was at sea for a number of years. Well, met her husband there too. This is the Celebrity Silhouette, and we're talking about 40 nights around Scandinavia and Russia. So this time you didn't get to go on the ship. I didn't, no. It's Keith. Let's take a look at Keith on board the ship. With exceptional levels of service, one crew member for every 2 guests,
well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that is both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line which offers a real sense of modern luxury.
Life on board a celebrity cruise ship is an opportunity for you to enjoy your cruise just how you like it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice literally is yours. There's cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship. And that is just the tip of the iceberg.
You can top up your tan by enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your Sea Pass card and help yourself to another glass of vino in the award-winning Cellar Masters. But my absolute favourite has to be here. It's the world's first ever world-class bar, where tasting the work of these wonderful mixologists will introduce you to the latest trends in cocktail creation. It will literally knock your socks off. Celebrity cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining, not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality and taste of the food they offer. You can experience savour menus pairing classic and contemporary selections with casual al fresco dining to this stunning main dining room with the amazing wine tower that holds nearly 3,000 bottles of wine. When the sun sets, Celebrity Cruises ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars and lounges and nightclubs. Keep an eye out though for the interactive themed parties. You might even find dancers in these exquisite costumes suddenly appear out of nowhere to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, there's circus shows, comedy, magic, music. On a Celebrity Cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from, and over 85% have a private balcony, from comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies, and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
So there's another itinerary at Southampton, back to Southampton.
Yeah, so it's nice and easy. Now, we featured this a few weeks ago, and it just went absolutely crazy. So we're featuring it again because Scandi Russia this year, because of the World Cup and everything, people are going back to Russia. They're saying they saw, obviously, the World Cup and saw what it was. So they want to experience it. And doing the Baltics now is such a popular itinerary and a great way to do it on Celebrity.
Great. So let's run through the itinerary. Going out of Southampton.
So going out of Southampton on there, nice chance to relax, chill out, loads of stuff to do on board the ship. And again, if you've got that ocean view and above, you've got your drinks package included on there. Then we go into Copenhagen. You've got an overnight in Copenhagen, which is lovely. Go to the Little Mermaid, Tivoli Gardens, plenty of stuff to do there.
And when you say overnight, you mean we use the ship like a hotel?
Use the ship as a hotel, so the gangway will be down throughout the day.
Great.
Then we have a day at sea, and then nice port of call before we head into St. Petersburg, which is Tallinn, Estonia. And again, I always say on here, the shuttle buses will be running into the centre of town. You've got, to the left, the new part of town. Most people go into the old walled city with the cobbled streets.
Yeah.
Beautiful buildings there to wander around. Great square to do a bit of people watching. That's the entrance into the square there. Sit back, have something to eat. Lovely, lovely place to chill out before you start with St. Petersburg. Now, we talk about St. Petersburg a lot. This is going to be the highlight. Things to see here: Hermitage, Peterhof Palace, Catherine's Palace, Church of the Spilled Blood, maybe a cruise along the Neva River. Trip in the evening to maybe the ballet or the folkloric show. You need to be on an excursion to leave the ship, so you don't need visas. But again, the guys will give you more information about that. But St. Petersburg is wonderful. Then into Helsinki and Stockholm. Helsinki and Stockholm have got amazing sailings there. Helsinki famous for the Rock Church. You've got the market as you wander around. A trip over to Sibelius's house, who's the famous composer. A lot to see in Helsinki. And then Stockholm's one of my favourite places. You've got the Vasa Museum, the ABBA Museum. You can go to the town house. You can see where the crown jewels are in the tower. Plenty of things to see there. Then a chill out, relaxing day. And then into Warnemünde. Now, Warnemünde is a beach resort within Germany there. And again, many people spend the day in Warnemünde and sit back, German beers, pretzels, or head off to the beach, or go off to Berlin. It's a full-day tour. Brandenburg Gate, you've got Checkpoint Charlie, a trip along the river there. Berlin is a wonderful city if you've not been there before. 2 chill-out days before then heading them back into Southampton. That's a full Baltics cruise for less than £2,000 on the Ocean Views with drinks packages. Well worth it. And as I said, it was one of our big sellers a few weeks ago.
So this bestseller, deposit only £1. That's an exclusive deal with Planet Cruise. Another great reason to go through Planet Cruise. You've got the free unlimited drinks for the whole family when you book in Ocean View or above. You've got free parking or half-price gratuities when you book Ocean View or above. And you've got that exclusive deposit, just £1. Itineraries differ dependent on the departure dates, and generally that means that they're just going to do them in a different order. So please don't miss out. Cruise ID on that is 159908. And I did work that out. You know that one works out at less than £95 per person per night. So brilliant, brilliant value for money. Let's show you the drinks package that's included. Again, so for the whole family, you've got your specialty teas and coffees, the beers, you've got spirits, wines and cocktails, wide selection of alcoholic beverages in the bars and restaurants, and you can enjoy a 15% discount on all wines by the bottle that you purchase on board as well. So
that's
so
really
many
good drinks
reasons.
package. Really, really good drinks package.
So many reasons to go with Planet Cruise. Now, I don't know if you're up for this, but I would like to whiz through all of the... Are you up for it? We've got 4 minutes, so if you've just joined us, write down the item numbers, the ID numbers, cruise ID numbers. Come on, let's start. P&O Cruises.
Right, I'll start with P&O. So we've got Oceana, 12-night Canaries and Iberia from Southampton. Lead date is the 3rd of December 2018, under £62 per person per night. And again, this is a last-minute deal. Itineraries slightly differ, and again, you can add on your holiday in Winchester. 139346 is the ID on that one.
Carnival Cruise, remember we had Hannah telling us all about it, and this is where we told you about the eastern itinerary, but of course you can add for £500, you can add the western or southern itinerary. So it's a TV exclusive, you've got free social media Wi-Fi package included. That means you can get onto things like Facebook and Twitter, and you send all your messages, make all your friends jealous. One night stay in a 4-star hotel in Miami, you can upgrade that for £100 to be on Miami Beach, or of course you can go to New York City if you prefer, £350 per person. Talk to the team about it. You can add a back-to-back cruise. I would certainly do that. Imagine adding an extra cruise on here to a different part of the Caribbean, either Southern Caribbean or Western Caribbean, and your return flights are included, but transfers are not. But talk to the team and they can add those for you. ID is 181998.
Then we move on to that great itinerary on Norwegian. That was on the Norwegian Star. And this one's starting on the lead date of 27th of October. And this is 166422. Now, you've got your premium all-inclusive drinks, spend and more. Again, up to, depending on the cabin that you book, $500 on board spend. You can add 2 nights in Venice for £149 per person. You're going to do that. Return flights from London and a free inside to outside cabin upgrade on selected sailings.
And then, of course, we had Richard join us from Azamara. He's the MD of the UK branch. And he told us about the 17-night Alaska cruise that goes to the Rockies as well. So this is a bucket list cruise. So Planet Cruise got that exclusive $200 on board spend per booking. You've got the 2-day Rocky Mountaineer. That's that train journey from Vancouver to Banff, and that's Silverleaf service. You've got the 4-night hotel stay in Vancouver, so a night at the start, and then you've got the 3 nights at the end. You can also stay in, or not can, but you will stay in Kamloops and Banff. You've got the 10-night cruise with Azamara, where the drinks and the tips are included. You can upgrade, and I would highly recommend you go for Gold Leaf service because you can enjoy the views even more and even better food. £450 per person to do that, and then return flights are included, plus all your overseas travels. Cruise ID on that one is 187490.
Then we move on to Royal Caribbean. This is on Navigator, and this has got 2 dates on this one. And again, starting at 759, the ID 173269. And again, with this one, £1 deposit, all-inclusive drinks package, and again, you can add on that holiday in Winchester.
Hey, we've got time to do these couple of little extras that we snuck in as well. Yeah, we can, let's do these. We've got a couple of little cruise extras we're going to squeeze in for you as well. So this was Celebrity. You got the free unlimited drinks for the whole family when booking Ocean View and above, free parking or half-price gratuities when booking Ocean View or above, and of course you've got the exclusive deposit, just £1. Itineraries again differing slightly, meaning the different order of the ports of call. Cruise ID on there is 159908.
Then we had those 2 deals we had. We had the Viking one, which was on the Douro. This is on the 5th of April 2020. 190665, and you can put just a £1 deposit. And then the other one we had was Royal Caribbean Go next month, and this was 939 per person, and this is on Voyage of the Seas, 187124, 3 nights in Singapore, Gardens by the Bay tour.
And of course, a couple of things to do. You can go to ideaworld.tv, just put Planet Cruise in our search engine, and that will take you through to the page with all the deals on. You can go to brochures at...
Yeah, get the brochures as well.
planetcruise.com.
And the guys are going to be there till 10 o'clock tonight, so if they want to give us a call, and I'm actually going to be popping back in the office tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
He's a busy guy, isn't he? And then when's your next cruise? When's your next cruise?
Little while, couple of weeks.
Hey, good to see you again.
Pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure.
Don't forget, this is every Tuesday at 8 p.m. You can tune in and watch Planet Cruise on Ideal World. Call the team 0808 250 2662. All of the details are on our website, idealworld.tv. Put planetcruise.com into our search engine.
Cheers, guys. Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.